Hi guys, welcome back. I am Stu and this is Magic Quarters for Roller Coaster Tycoon Classic. A large area of land has been cleared and partially themed, ready for you to develop into a landscaped theme park. Your objective: to achieve a park value of at least 400,000 at the end of October year 4. So another park value objective then. Nice big park, shouldn't have any issues with this. We've had no problems with park value objectives in other scenarios. We've got 4 years, so as long as we do 100,000 a year we should do this no problem. So we've got a train station already in the park, but it looks got 4 quarters and with a train station at the side of each path. Okay, that's pretty cool then. We're charging for entry, so what I normally do is I normally ram this up to about 40. The guests at first won't pay, but as time goes on, once you've put down enough rides, they will start paying. And then what we can do then is we can examine the guests as they're coming up the path, see how much money they've got, and if they're loaded, we can then start charging a bit more. So let's see the rides then. We've got transport rides, we've got a good selection of gentle rides, a good selection of coasters to start with, not many thrill rides, and a load of shops. So first thing I'm going to do then is put all my research into thrill rides. That should be quite obvious, because that's the only thing we're struggling to have variety on. So looking at it, and I kind of like the layout of it. I'm thinking what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of these trees. I'm going to keep the stations. I might rejig them slightly, but then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a like an 8x8 path then down the middle, down to here, and then I can fill that then with gentle rides and thrill rides and whatever flat rides we've got. And then maybe do the same down this side, and why not do the same on the other sides as well. And then that might take us a year or more, but we can review it. Let's see how much value we can put into the park before we start building roller coasters. So I'm going to crack on with the building and I'll see you in a bit. It is October year 1. So initially what I thought I'd do with the sideways paths is just do a 4x4 and fill with shops. I had thought about doing an 8x8, then I changed my mind to 4x4, then I changed my mind back to the 8x8. So I've done it this side. I'm going to get rid of these ones this side and put them as 8x8. So what I've done is I've rejigged the station slightly. I've added more trains, so I've flattened some of the areas here. I've brought the pathing up so it's in line with the zoning system for the workers. Added shops, done the same on all the stations there, and then around the middle then I've got a car ride and a go-kart track, so there's good excitement on that then. So let's have a look at the value then. 200,000 plus, simply by adding flat rides and whatever other rides we've got. So we haven't even done any roller coasters yet, and we're 1 year in and we've already got half of the goal. Now the value of these rides is going to depreciate as the years go on, but we've got fantastic foundations and we shouldn't have any issues with this. So I'm going to crack on with the building then. I think I'm going to finish off this pathing, get it so it's similar to the other ones, and then looking at it, I'm going to start off, it's going to be one of these halves. It's going to be this half I start off at, so it's going to be one of these quarters I'm going to start on, because the other two are quite hilly. So these ones are going to be the easiest ones. I'm thinking I'm going to use some of the stuff that we normally wouldn't use, maybe put some boats down, have a look at that sort of thing. So I'm going to crack on with the building. I'll see you next year. It is October year 2, so I finished off the path then. I put some research into gentle rides just to unlock a few more flat rides to put down, and then we started work on this section here. So we've got, let's have a look. So I've got these submarine rides, I've got the pedals, I've got the bumper boats, I've got two log flumes, so it's good excitement on there. And then what else? Oh yeah, we were coming up to the end of the year, so I had a bit of time left, so I started building some a pair of junior coasters. So I haven't they're still testing, so I might need to adjust them slightly, but the general layout is right. So what have we got? 281,000. So it might look like we haven't added as much, but we need to remember that the rest of the rides are going to depreciate slightly. So, but we're doing well, you know, we're halfway through time wise, and we're more than halfway there. We're almost 3/4 there. So yeah, I shouldn't see any problem. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to start building on this section here, looking at some of the rides. Let's have a look. What do we right, we don't normally, well, I've used them before on Crater Lake. I've never done the motorbike races. I'm guessing they're the same as that, just with motorbikes. So really, I don't know why there's two different rides. They might as well just be the same ride with different cars. They might have some different features, I don't know. And then what else have we got? We don't normally do them, so we might have a play with them. Yeah, so I'm gonna crack on with the building. I'll see you in a year. It is October year 3. So one thing I noticed, I had put down a regular observation tower, and there was a space there, so I just put that in there. I noticed there wasn't anyone riding the double observation. So what I decided to do is I wanted to make it bigger, but then I thought, well, if I'm going to adjust it, I might as well get rid of it and then put a new one down and then make it really high. That way then it'll add a bit more value because it'll be brand new. So let's have a look. What have we got? We're up to 360,000 park value then, so only 40,000 to go. We are going to lose a bit in the coming year, so we shouldn't have any problems doing this. So what have we got then? Just over here we've got the horsies and the bikies, and then we've got, what are these? These are the mini suspended. So let's have a look. I haven't looked at the stats. So this one's the bikes. So this is almost 6, and that's the horses. That's almost 6 as well. Got them on synchronized. They're not quite the same. One's got one more car than the other. I think the horse has got 9 cars and the bikes have got 10. But it doesn't matter. It still synchronizes. Even if it's not in time, it adds a bit of excitement to it. So we've got these suspended then. So you've got one of them's good, one of them isn't. That's fine. We'll just pretend that we've done that on purpose to give the wimps a go of something. And then over here then we've got a couple of mini roller coasters. So we got good excitement on that one, and much higher on that one. So the white one, it goes underground, around and about, and then it comes back up, and then the peachish colour one, it goes down and underground, around, back up, and then around overground and back. Nothing complicated. It's just putting down more rides. And then we got a Cheshire Cats. I did try one on Crater Lake, and I think it was, I don't even think it was higher than 1 excitement. It was probably about half excitement. It was awful. But this one, not bad. 3 points I'm in for a gentle track ride is all right. You're not going to get much more than that. So what did that give us? Oh yeah, 360. It's gone up slightly again. So now this side now we can go a bit crazy. We've got absolutely tons of money, 122,000. We paid off the loan ages ago. So we're making over 10,000 a month. So we've got absolutely tons in the bank. So now we can just go absolutely bonkers. So I've got, this is a twist ride I'm starting with. So I'm going to go launch up there, up here. And then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little dip and then a block break, just so that we can get more cars running around the track. And then what have we got? What have we got? We're going to be looking at something big now. So maybe wooden coasters or hypercoaster or anything else. No. Nothing's unlocked. See, never know, something else might unlock in the meantime. But failing that, maybe an inverted roller coaster. But we'll have to see what we get. What if we unlock anything better? We can always put that down. And then don't forget as well, we've got this section over here, so we can just go for the final year. We've got 120 odd thousand to blow, plus whatever we're going to earn in the coming months. So we're earning 10,000 a month, so we're going to have somewhere up to 200,000 we can just blow on roller coasters. We probably won't spend anywhere near that, but we can just, rather than just planning something, we'll just go crazy and just build something really stupid, maybe ugly, who knows. We're just gonna build and see what happens. It is October, year 4. It's taken a while. It feels like we've been playing forever, but we're finally, whoa, I haven't looked at this part of the park for a while. Oh, that's sick. Doesn't matter, sick doesn't add any value to the park, so we might as well get rid of it. Okay, so what I did then, I came in, I got rid of the existing scenery that was here. There was some trees and whatever. Got rid of the paths, and then I built this 8x8 grid all the way down to the middle. I also rejigged the path going around the mountain in the middle, just to make it nicer, just to make it easier to line up with the grid system. So you can see that there. And then again, what I did was I rejigged the stations as well, just so that they line up with the grid system of the powers. As you can see, the 8x8 that lines up with the grid system. On the side ones it doesn't, but I'm alright. I was making so much money that it didn't really matter if I had to hire an extra handyman or two just to cover that. So initially I put the price of the park entry up to 40. Guests were paying that quite soon after I put the rides down, and then what I did was I had a look at the guests coming in. So there's Anne, she's got 70 in her pocket. Linda's going home. Ollie, 90, he's loaded. Olga, 70. And there's Ollie again. So what I did then, I put the price up to 70, and I did that fairly early in year 1. So we've been making absolutely tons of cash. 16, wow. So we've been making loads of money all the way back, loads. We've still got 166,000, and must have spent loads this month on building whatever rides we've built this month. And then so that took us up to somewhere in year 1, no, up to about year 2. Then I built this area here, so we've got the log flumes, 6+ for both of these. Then we've got so we got these little pedalo bicycle trike things. Then we've got bumper boats. I built the submarines as well, so it's good excitement on these. So they might come in handy in a park where you pay for rides. Then I built these 2 junior coasters here. Good excitement. They're not really synchronized. I did try this little thing here where they sort of, it's like a what they call a high five element. So they bank towards each other, so that it's meant so that the people on the cars can high five each other. Didn't really work because of the way the cornering is, and to be honest, I wasn't that fussed on correcting it because I could try and get it right, but I was just more interested in building more rides. So as you get the general idea, maybe we'll make one better. So then I did this area here then, so we've got the bikes and we've got the horses, almost 6 for both of those. Then we've got the suspended, that one's rubbish, this one's pretty good. Again with these, just if you're going to do steep drops, make sure you've got nice wide corners. And then we've got the Cheshire Cats then, 3.36. We've got the go-karts and the car ride around the middle. Down here then we've got a few more, put my research into gentle rides just to unlock a few more rides, just to put these down. And then that after that, then we started over, where is it? We started over here, built this twist. Got excitement on that. So, oh, it's almost Halloween. So, and then we've got this. Let's have a look. What's this one? Inverted roller coaster. What I've been doing is, as I've been opening the rides up, I've been keeping an eye on the park value, and it was around, it's 470 now, it was around 430 I think. And then I built this Giga Coaster, and after the test results came back, this added about 50,000 to the park value just on its own. It's Halloween. Have I got balloon stalls? Not sure. Not sure. No, I haven't. Okay, we've completed it though. Stew. Fantastic. So this twist, look, there's a block break at the top. So that just means you can get some extra trains running around it. We've got the inverted coaster as well. Because we have so much money, it just means we can just throw loads of money at coasters. We haven't even got to think about it. We just build it as big as we can, and it's easier. The easiest way to build coasters is to just throw money at them. This Giga Coaster, so it goes up the cable lift, down, back up, another block break there, and so we got a little dip, then the block break. That way, then it can't roll back, down, back up, same there, and then down. We got this fast section in the middle, and then we got the brake run at the end, and then oh yeah. Just over here then we've got this I can't remember what they call it, flawless coaster. So let's have a watch of this one then as it goes about its journey. I mean, something like this would, I don't know how much this would have cost to build, or how much it did cost to build. Must have been somewhere close to about 20,000 by the looks of it, I would have thought, but money's no object at the moment. We're making so much money. Large loop. Will it make it? Yes. Nice fast section and a little break just to take a bit of speed off. Cobra roll, and then brake run and back to the station. Got excitement on that. So in the end then, we didn't have any issues, and considering the amount of time I spent not building roller coasters, I don't know whether that helped. It must have helped really, because we added, I think, what did we have? We had over 200,000 before we even looked at building roller coasters. So then it was just a case of building the coasters. Then we didn't really have to think about it. We had so much money as well that made it easy to build the coasters. Yes, so it was just a case of just continue to build, no problem at all. Didn't really enjoy the scenario, I've got to be honest. It was a bit, I don't know, it felt, I think because we've had so many park value scenarios in short succession, it felt a bit like a chore. It would be nice if they were broken up a bit. Maybe it would be better if perhaps even an alternative playlist we could think up for anyone else playing. I don't know, but it would be nice if you had a more varied range of objectives. It tends to be that you've got you're either doing when you've got like a park value there, you've got a few of them in a row, and then when you've got coaster building, you've got a few of them in a row, and then you back to guest targets and things like that. But so it would be really nice if there was more variety. But other than that, I'm enjoying it as a whole. We've only got a couple of scenarios left before the end of the tier. I mean, we've got plenty of scenarios left to complete. I don't think we're halfway through yet. One thing I'd also like to do as well is eventually we are going to finish the scenarios that came with the game. We can get the expansion pack and do them as well, but eventually we are going to complete all those. So what I'll need to do is then start doing some videos on custom scenarios. So if you've got the toolkit and you're making your own scenarios, one day I'll be doing a video on yours, if you let me. So until the next time, I am Stu. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Any feedback or questions, drop me in the comments, and I'll see you again. Bye.